Hey guys, this is the Undercard, and I'll be giving you all my picks and predictions for the fights coming up this weekend in combat sports, from anything from boxing, MMA, kickboxing, jiu-jitsu, any big combat sports things that are coming up this weekend. I'll be previewing them, breaking them down, and giving my picks. So let's get started. This weekend, we have Fight Night Chile, headlined by Demian Maia versus Kamaru Usman. This is going to be a phenomenal grappling match. This is going to be Demian Maia, who's the most dangerous grappler in MMA, the most dangerous and best jiu-jitsu specialist in MMA, versus rising star Kamaru Usman, who's everyone's been avoiding, has been having a hard time getting a top-ranked opponent, and has just been killing people, KOing people left and right. He's a phenomenal wrestler, and unfortunately, his last fight, he got a decision, and it was kind of a boring fight. I still think he's going to probably KO Demian Maia at some point. Maia's towards the end of his career, and I think the main thing in the sport is supposed to be the young guys coming in and beating the older guys. Things get stale when you have the old guys hanging out in the top and not getting new, fresh matchups for opponents. So this is going to be a great fight and a huge opportunity for Kamaru Usman to make his way up the division, and especially with Demian Maia ranked, I believe, number 3 in the welterweight division. This will really be a huge step for Usman if he can get this one. Next up, co-main event, we have Alexa Grasso versus Tatiana Suarez. Another awesome matchup. You got Alexa Grasso, who is experienced. She's got 11-1 or 10-1 in MMA, and although she lost her 2 fights ago, she's a great striker, great all-around MMA fighter. Against Tatiana Suarez, who's inexperienced, only 5-0, but a phenomenal wrestler. She's got a background in wrestling. She's a a 2-time bronze medalist in the World Championships in freestyle wrestling. That was back in 2011, and although she wasn't able to get into the Olympics for neck injury, she also had thyroid cancer. So she battled back from that, and as she's been having to take a long time off, but she's phenomenal grappler and excellent jiu-jitsu. Her last few fights, she's just taken people down and smashed them. So I'm going to go with Tatiana Suarez on that one, even though I'm a really big Alexa Grasso fan of her last few fights. So I got Usman, Suarez. Next up, we have Jared Cannonier versus Dominic Reyes in a light heavyweight fight. You know, light heavyweight's been a very slow division, and a lot of older guys up who've all fought each other already. So a lot of people are looking for that next rising star in light heavyweight, and I think Dominic Reyes is it. He doesn't have any crazy specialty, but he's a great all-around fighter, phenomenal striker, and Jared Cannonier is no joke. Jared Cannonier is a really good striker as well, but really he's got insane knockout power. So I think this is going to be a great fight too. This could he's either going to go knockout for Cannonier, or I believe Dominic Reyes might maybe TKO, but probably a decision. I'm going to go with Dominic Reyes with the decision on this one. But he's 8-0 and a big prospect, so definitely look out for him. Next, we have Diego Rivas versus Guido Canetti. And Diego Rivas has that crazy flying knee knockout that's been just going all over the internet, and probably just going to go with him for that one. He's a good striker. But yeah, I'm going to go with Diego Rivas. Next, we have Veronica Macedo versus Andrea KGB Lee, making her UFC debut. She's a huge prospect. So I'm pretty sure I've got Andrea Lee. I'm not too familiar with Veronica, but Andrea KGB Lee is going to be someone to look out for. And then this fight is probably going to be one of the best ones on the card. And it's at the bottom of the main card. Vicente Luque versus Chad Laprise, who this is an awesome fight. Vicente Luque with a 12-6 record, or 12-6-1 record, kind of salty, but he's still an awesome fighter. He beat Bilal Muhammad not long ago, and just lost to Leon Edwards. Nothing to hang your head on, and then beat Nico Price. So win-loss, but still really awesome prospect coming up. And then he's going to be fighting Chad Laprise, who is 13-2 and just recently beat Brian Kamazi. If you're not familiar with him, he's a really good kickboxer. I think Glory Kickboxing. So That's going to be an exciting matchup. I think it's going to be a striking battle. And on the prelim card, the undercards, we've got Zach Cummings versus Michel Prazeres. Michel Prazeres is a jiu-jitsu and wrestling phenom from Brazil, and he will take Zach Cummings down and smash him, guaranteed. So look out for that one. Next, we have Brandon Moreno versus Alejandro Pantoja. This is going to be a great matchup. Now, these two have already fought before. They fought in the Ultimate Fighter, which doesn't really count towards their record, but does count for analysis' sake. And although Pantoja won by the decision, I think Brandon Moreno has just been steadily getting better and better and better every single fight. And his wrestling's been growing. His striking's been getting insanely better. He's already had that crazy power, and now he trains with Dwayne Ludwig at Bang Muay Thai with TJ Dillashaw on that team. I don't know. I think we're just going to see him getting better and better every fight, and I think he gets the win on this one. I think Brandon Moreno, he's been more active as well. I have Brandon Moreno beating Pantoja. Then we have the only other fight I'm really looking forward to on this prelim card is Poliana Botelho versus Syuri Kondo, and that's because Syuri Kondo is a pro wrestler from Japan, and they call her the Queen of Pancrase. So she'll be making her UFC debut, and that's going to be pretty awesome to look forward to. And then we have Gabriel Benitez versus Humberto Bendane. I think Gabriel Benitez will take that one. And then Enrique Barzola versus Brandon Davis. I will go with Enrique Barzola. And then Henry Briones versus Frankie Sens. I'll be going with Frankie Sens. Henry Briones is coming off of 3 losses. Frankie Sens with that one. And then Felipe Silva, Claudio Puelles. He's pretty good. I'll go with Puelles. These prelim fights are going to be kind of nubs. But this is a great main card and a pretty great prelim card to look out for. So those are my picks. Those are my predictions. And the only other good fights are going to be the Adonis Stevenson versus Badao Jack boxing match on Showtime, I believe, in Canada. Yep, Showtime Boxing, Toronto, Canada. It'll be the 29-1 Adonis Stevenson versus the 22-1 Badao Jack. Stevenson a little bit older, a little bit later in his career. Adonis Stevenson has a crazy strong left hand, and if he can land it, he will probably win. Badao Jack, better technically, younger guy. I think the theme of this one's going to be the younger guys. They're going to take out the older guys. So I will be going with Badao Jack on that one, but that's going to be a great boxing matchup. And that's it. So we have UFC Fight Night Chile and the Adonis Stevenson versus Badao Jack light heavyweight title match. Great fights this weekend. So please like, subscribe to the channel for weekly updates on all the fights that'll be happening in combat sports. And go follow my other podcast, Unqualified with Matt and Teddy, where me and my co-host go over all the big news stories in sports. So thanks again for watching. See y'all next week.